Hello, my name is Gabriel Drury, and this is my final oral presentation for the problems and solutions of school education. So, introducing myself, I attend Lincoln Charter School in Lincoln County, North Carolina, and my long term goal is to get a degree in computer science and get a job as a video game developer. So, the first problem for my presentation is there being too much information in the school education system. So, required classes after middle often contains too much unnecessary information for the student to use. So, required classes during high school become much more difficult than previous years, which leads students to thinking these are more of a waste of time. And as William Stewart said, the research equally strongly shows that in most classrooms, most of the time, is a complete waste of time. So students with this mindset are also more likely to forget this information being taught to them. So the second problem is there being a lack of focus for the student's future career. So schools often show a lack of focus for the career a student wants to pursue. Now, classes students take often do not contain the information for a student's type of career. And students often don't know in high school which classes are necessary for their career path. And as Kaylee Arrington said, many times, students do not have the necessary information or assistance to help them make decisions that would engineer success in their educational and career paths. So, what are the long term effects these would have on a student? Well, these problems are not only frustrating for the student while they're at school, but also changes the way the student will get to their career. So, without proper career planning in school, students could be confused with which classes are important to take in college, as well as what college they should go to. So, having students also take difficult classes, the student will find them unimportant and can have the effect of the chances of getting into college, as the student will not try as hard thinking the class is useless, which will receive them into getting bad grades, which obviously colleges will look at and affect whether the student will get into their college or not. So, the first solution would be less requirements on mandatory classes. So, a potential solution would be to be less strict in the classes that are required during high school. So, school could develop a stopping point for each general class depending on the importance for the class the student takes. Also, schools could implement review from previous classes to help students remember what was taught the year prior, which could be very, very useful. So, the second solution would have more focus on college preparedness and career finding. So, a good solution would be to find a student's specific career and build classes based on that. So, use of more specific classes that contain important information that builds upon the career the student wants. The earlier the student knows a, or sorry, the earlier the school knows a student's career, the more the school can ensure the right classes are picked, and the more confidence the student will have for the classes they are taking. And as Jacob has said, the results emphasize the importance of promoting career development in the early years of a person's life. So, the results from the solution. The results from said solutions can have a great impact on the student's performance as well as preparedness at school. So, starting the student's career plan early will allow the student to have a better understanding on what classes are necessary to take in college and the correct college for the student to enroll in. And having less strict requirements for high school gives students a good way to keep high grades in the classes they take, as well as the student finding the class important, as easier information is more likely to be used in a student's day to day life in the real world. And this is my works side page. I'd like to thank you for watching my presentation, and I hope you have a good day.